This time it's back to Shanghai. That's my city, ladies and gentlemen. That's where I live. Somewhere in the mist over there. That's where, well, we live, actually. Yep. My name's JackeyLove, joined by Barento Raz Muhammad. Our match of the week is upon you, and it is IG taking on FPX, the best of the best at the moment. FPX undefeated, straight into picks bans. This is what happened, Raz. Run me through it.
Kindred. I just already want to see it. Both team fighting teams, but it comes down to how you end up playing the Kindred ultimate. So I just want to get right into it and see how it's utilized.
Especially since we have the Jarvan, the Sion as well. Very heavy front lines with the Alistar we just saw before. For FPX, a lot of focus here on Doinb, on Rookie. You see the Lissandra.
Wait a minute. That's not Kindred. That's another K. Production lied to me. But we're going to get right into it. I just love seeing a Kayn game.
Yeah, no, Raz and I have a very fondness for Kayn, and we've seen so many in the LPL so far from Ning. Let's jump in again. Match of the week. FPX taking on IG. Let's see if the undefeated streak can be broken by the reigning world champions of 2018. Crowd is rowdy, and for good reason. Ning has picked up the Kayn yet again, Raz. Infernal first. I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. But I want to bring you back to Ning's Kayn.
Yes. Quadruple MVP. First 2 weeks of the split, he got 4 MVPs in a row. He was running it, and a lot of it was just off his Kayn pick. So going back to Kayn, that's a confident pick for him.
Yeah. Has done so well at the start of the split. It was Ning's signature. The Conqueror has been absolutely beautiful. Remember, 9.2 is just a subtle note. Your inspiration's still there, Raz, of course.
Yep. Remember, the biggest point about Conqueror's Kayn, going into Red Kayn as well, is that you're going into much tankier options. So GimGoon's going to be trying to play out forward, and you're going to be able to shred through them.
That is a phase rush Syndra as well, just as a side note.
Yeah, going to give you an extra bit of movement speed. So he already knows that he has the damage in the laning phase.
Whoa,
wow.
What?
Let's just talk about that.
Sure.
I was very concerned about. We already went through one game where an Ezreal just passed by an Alistar like easily.
Yeah, and that wasn't even a bug.
This one was an actual bug. Yeah. So he is going to be caught off guard, but does have the flag and drag.
Yeah, that one wasn't either. So Spectator's going to get it right this time, but Ning just forces him out. Scuttle Crab free for the IG jungler there.
I got a great idea for a new champion while GimGoon just gets smashed in that trade.
Yeah, go.
That's the champion that can send just his clones across. I'm ganking top lane. Just kidding.
Okay.
There we go. Your bug.
Maybe it's not a bug. Maybe it's a tease for the new champion.
I'm just saying. Oh, we're going to have to talk about that later.
Yeah, okay. Be a smart idea. But we'll see if maybe Tian can regain some of that control now. He was forced out of the bottom side skeleton, but he's going towards the top side. Tian will hit level 3 off this most likely as well. And she'll be able to make an appearance into the mid lane if he chooses.
And now that's the real game here, is how you end up playing through mid. Great thing about Kayn is that his clear speed is just next to none. He's excellent in being able to clear raptors, Krugs, wolves. He's going to be much higher in experience right now towards the Jarvan. Already a level ahead, but that's just because Jarvan's been trying to prioritize pressure on the map rather than the farm that he's picking up. But you're saying mid lane. Jarvan wants to be able to get Doinb out of the lane so he can go towards top side or bot side of the map.
Yep.
What's going to be difficult for him is how Ning oftentimes positions around mid. So right now he's not on the map, he's back at base. But oftentimes when Rookie's been pushing out, and I know the analysts of both these teams are going to be looking at this pretty closely, Ning looks for counter ganks far more often than he looks for real ganks. His lanes push out so frequently that he can never get the opportunity for a real gank unless if TheShy is at a midway point in the laning phase, as you could currently see. So Tian, it's a mind game of if he comes mid, he better have the vision knowing where Ning is because it can get turned on him.
He doesn't have that at the moment as well, so he plays it safe, still farming up and catching up to Ning. Ning's at the top side at the moment after picking up Krugs. There's nothing else available, but if he looks for a gank, a standard gank towards GimGoon, Ward will spot him out.
That's why I know the top side is a primary focus, but in this case, that's why I love phase rush. You have the cleanse, the flash, and if all of that is done and you're going into a major 2v2, phase rush so you can have the mobility in a 2v2 situation is going to be great. That being said, here comes Doinb.
Super creative path. Flash forward here from Chris. JackeyLove ignited as well. The flash away. Where is Doinb? He's coming in through the turret. JackeyLove might be in trouble, but Doinb, what has he done just yet? Not too much. Just walks through.
I want to know, please observers tell me, what happened to his E?
Did he fail?
He must have failed. There is no other explanation. That is the only explanation I can think of.
Yeah.
That's crazy. that would have been super successful. They even blew the Ignite to get the job done on JackeyLove. Flash Ignite, we'll see what ends up happening here.
Okay.
I guess we won't really see the we won't really get to see the replay. It's going to come to us a little bit, but I want to really see what ends up happening there, because that was a perfect situation for a flank from Doinb.
Had Flash as well, could get the Ring of Frost with that Flash too. That's a double man lockdown, so
I'm sad for him.
But Doinb roaming again, like what's new? It doesn't matter if it's Lissandra or whatever champion it is.
If he gets the opportunity, he'll do it. And that's why in this situation, it's usually so hard to go up against a Syndra and find yourself free from the lane, but he found that chance. So, like, that's a really crucial part of the game. If he can get that flank, like, I wonder what that pause is about, because it has to be for that situation. If it just comes down to the fact that he failed, like he just messed up, then sadly, we'll get back in, he loses his chance, JackeyLove can reset, and then it's all about the mid lane from that point forward.
Yeah, very true. So we'll find out exactly what happened there. We are actually back into game. We've caught up there, and Doinb just back to lane as before, while Ning is looking for a bit more on Tian. Crisp, very good placement here of the Alistar. Hex flashes away instead of in.
Doesn't want to commit to it. Right now, Tian is on his own Raptor camp, so a major point here is that we're going to be seeing a battle through mid lane. Doinb is trying to get a shove right back here, so they're going to go for it.
They jump right back in. Rookie locked on down, but Tian just forced away.
And so for Doinb now, at least he's got to push mid, because that's what the battle is here for. LWX is getting completely pressured under turret, but you want to be able to see Doinb freed from the lane and roaming with Tian. That's been the successful key for this team.
Yeah. And Tian just forced back to his red. Underneath her at LWX and Crisp. Remember, it is an Infernal as the first dragon, so that's going to be all the information in the world that is going to be needed. JackeyLove just walking blindly into Tian. This is a flash forward. JackeyLove caught out this time. Might not survive. As Doinb's not there, they just focus in on Baolan. Wait for the burn down. Is JackeyLove going to die? Yes, he does. Dyson Santa to help out Tian. Gets first blood and escapes with his life.
Wonderfully done. And all they did with there is push Baolan away, so he was not going to be able to help JackeyLove. So close, and the support from Ning would have been there. But remember, he's not red Kayn just yet. Not going to be able to provide real CC even when he's there. So really good job from Tian to be able to net down that gank kill.
When you talk about the early blood here from FPX, it always comes up in topic. It's all about Doinb or even Tian. If he picks up something like the why can't I do this? Xinjiao.
That works out well.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you so much. I mean, Clement.
It's okay. I'll support you anything you say. You could really just call it a muffin, and I'll just say you did a good job. But
that's exactly what I need.
End of the day, right here for FPX, they're starting to get pressure right back in the bottom lane, which has been their strong point so far in the split.
Yeah. LWX and Crisp. I think we locked down the longest-standing duo in competitive play, Raz.
Yeah, they've been with each other since, you know, in the LSPL days when they were in Tanchisa Gaming. And, of course, the main dual lanes that you would remember that have held that championship have been, you know, Bang and Wolf has been a good one. And then there's Sven and Mithy. But with those broken up, you look towards a duo that's been together for 2 years and counting. And LWX and Crisp, they've been on top of it. Right now, I'm looking towards them and Apollo and Hakuho, perhaps.
Yeah. That's very true, and a lot of people would know about LWX and Crisp as well, so that's the fun part of it, that for FPX, a lot of these players are unknown to a lot of new viewers of the LPL.
But they've been able to, you know, keep on to the synergy. Synergy from last split, we're together for so long. The only added factor is Tian and Doinb, and they've only been able to add what was a whole last split. But now is a fire there in Doinb and Tian just outputting so much early pressure. They're going to have to back this one up. Here comes Baolan and JackeyLove.
Like some of that said pressure as well. Ning defending his blue buff. Chris is going to be the target here with the drop on down. Ning just wants to get some of those stacks up. He'll even get a kill over to JackeyLove. Force back with the turret. The turret on IG side. The ulti goes in. Beautifully timed from Ning. That's why you see his Kayn.
It always comes down to how much you can get away with. And for FPX, they were there with just Tian and Crisp. Where was Doinb and LWX? They were within their own lane, shoving up when they could have been there helping. So it was just sad to see. You could really focus on the situation.
LWX and Chris usually join these fights, almost stolen away from the Infernal, but it won't in the end. Ning got so many stacks in that fight as well. I'm curious to see if there's going to be an early upgrade. And Raz, look at the top left-hand corner. It's an Infernal game.
Oh, my God. This game has been it's going to be spiraling ahead for Invictus Gaming. They have the RNG Dragons there for themselves. And on top of that, their bottom side is starting to take back control. And with how much, you already saw all of that skirmishing and how many orbs fell into Ning's pocket. Right now, Ning is super rich in terms of just like how close he is into his evolution, as you pointed out. So with a lot of people that were in the bottom side of the map, he was hitting on top of Tian and Crisp, so he should be super far ahead in terms of getting to his red Kayn.
We'll see when he gets that evolution, he backs after clearing up the farm. It's obvious that he might not have it just yet if he's stayed so long. Usually Kayn's want to go back as soon as possible. It's 10 minutes in the game. It'd be an early evolution if it was, but the camera's not on it, so they're like, nah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, the earliest I've ever seen it go is 8 minutes in, and that's just based off of really hectic skirmishes early on in the game, which hasn't happened just yet. I would expect that he's about 60 or 80% the way there.
Sure.
And I would like to see him go through bottom lane a little bit more often.
We'll see, because he's going to the mid lane right now, looking to clear out some of that vision, but FPX had that Rift Herald on lockdown. Triple control ward, the Scuttle Crab securing it there as well. They'll know Ning's towards the top side, and you can see as Tian is clearing out the Wolves, there's an opportunity maybe to go mid, because Ning is actually going more to the top side, won't be able to counter gank.
It's going to be difficult, because the counter gank, you're right, it's not there just yet with how much Rookie has been pressuring out this lane. This pressure is real, so here comes GimGoon.
This is a good gank from GimGoon straight through the lane. Rookie's like, what is happening? GimGoon stops short. Rookie doesn't have to do a thing.
When you hear the noise, you just expect GimGoon using his ultimate for top lane. You don't expect him to just bulldoze through mid. So I like the attempt because Tian and GimGoon really wanted to find a way through mid. Rookie, they both have blue buff, both Doinb and Rookie, but Rookie has the advantage, and so he's been trying to really just pummel Doinb under his tower, and you don't want that to continue on if you want mid pressure and being able to actually put down control wars near bot side. So you can see how tumultuous it is in the area.
Just a feel for Doinb, though. He's doing pretty well as this Lissandra. We've seen it go a lot worse. Has the blue buff now as well that Rookie definitely wants. Bit of damage down already. Remember, ultimate is available, but the teleport was burnt before by Doinb. Crisp is hungry. And Ning's over the wall. They know him.
They definitely see you. Where's the flag and drag?
What is going to happen? They wait for the pop. Crisp mis-executed. Baolan comes back in with the Justice Punch and the Shield of Duran to lock down the support. But the re-engage, Scatter the Weak, perfectly timed from Rookie. IG get flushed on by Doinb. They get the lockdown. LWX is here. GimGoon as well. 5 members to kill the Galio. And FPX just make it happen.
It was successful no matter what, but that was so well played from Rookie and Ning to get out of there. Because they were in the riskiest of positions, and Rookie just using his E to just push 2 members back. I think it was 2.
Yeah.
Let's look at it from the beginning, because I was expecting the flag and drag from Tian to start it off, but it was going to be the flash Q from him. Ooh, really risky. I guess it was the ward first to get the headbutt pulverized, but he mis-executed, as you had mentioned. That was so well done, so the flag and drag wasn't completed there from Tian. Rookie, when he's on the Syndra pick, is on point.
Yeah. It was a really good recovery from FPX all the same, though. Could have gone a lot worse with the turnaround from IG, but they keep it consistent, and the gold lead at that as well. And you've got 2 kills now on Doinb. We talked about the mid lane matchup, and there it is.
And on top of that, Ning has his red Kayn.
Okay.
That's it.
I can never tell on that skin. It is ridiculous.
I mean, he just knocked up a minion wave, so that's usually the telltale.
Yeah, well, let's looking down at the gold.
All right.
It's green. This is green Kayn.
That's fair, that's fair. But that just means now the strategy's on lock. He's going to be moving towards his black cleaver. You already saw, as you mentioned, the mid lane kill that you finally got. So the pressure's starting to pile up on top of Rookie. He doesn't have his flash any longer, too. So you can actually continue to make that play happen with ultimate now coming back up for Doinb. It's just going to be that added level of uncertainty that Ning has this.
They're just installing it into Doinb right now. Locks himself down. The Frozen Tomb's there, but Scatter the Weak easily timed. Doinb does make it out in the end, though, but Ning follows him down. He will die in the end, and Ning should be able to get away. A couple of turret shots, but there's no one from FPX who can just re-engage.
It's the response right back at them. I didn't expect it to be that quick, but Baolan, when he has his goal set in mind, doesn't go back towards the bottom lane. JackeyLove is on his own, but here comes another dive.
Yeah, this needs to be instilled quickly. TheShy has just gone behind enemy lines and looking comfortable doing so. Turret plating going to be taken instead. IG got 20 seconds, rather 15, to get another plate. And that'll be all they can get here in the mid lane. Bit more gold, and IG walk away until that turret plating falls.
But turret plating right now free for GimGoon. Going to be able to take it with the demolish hit on the top lane turret.
Hello.
Is that the game sounds I hear?
I hear it.
My goodness, this is like, all right, this is
like
more beautiful
Christmas.
than birth itself. You've heard it from me.
I don't know about that, Raz.
No, it's I've said it.
If your wife ever heard that, you know.
Well, thankfully, I don't have one.
Well, ladies, you heard that first. Raz has never wife. What a great forum to
there we have it. It's out there now.
It's out there now. How are you single? That's a real question.
You just said a wife. Look, there's a degree here between wife and single.
All right. Look, this is none of my business, of course.
All right, back to the game.
Back to the game. You're right. TheShy. This is not good again. GimGoon has just had to face down TheShy for quite a while. I'm going to bring up a talking point in a second if TheShy continues forward. TheShy starting out in game 1. It's a bit rare that you see him instead of Duke, especially in game number 1, but TheShy's been playing more and more. You can see the effect it's having on GimGoon in this game, especially 40 or 35 CS up this early on.
It's insane. And, you know, GimGoon's been trying to take the risk by helping out Doinb through mid lane pushes. Yep. But this is what we set up going into the game, into the series, that FPX is a team that wants to fight.
Oh, the fight into the jungle might not work out well for FPX. Sion put charged on in. Where's the first pick? Baolan still alive. The Ignite ticking down and GimGoon picks him up. But Ning straight on forward. The flash over the wall. A messy fight indeed. TheShy trying to out-kite it here from LWX. Ultimate pops down. He's caught in the wolf pit. He can't survive. LWX onto the back. The Cataclysm onto the JackeyLove. This is what I wanted. FPX versus IG. The pinnacle's there. JackeyLove just cleans up the whole mob for a triple kill.
They just picked the fight. And you know what was the toughest thing about it? LWX, Doinb, and Tian were like, okay, we're committing.
Yeah.
We're committing in the blue side jungle. We think we can outplay. And by the end of it, Doinb runs out of mana for the final touch onto JackeyLove. Let's take a look at this, because this looked good to start, I will say, from FPX.
Yeah.
Taking down Galio at the very beginning so he can't have that impact with his own ultimate. But then the hard portion is Chris gets taken out immediately. Tian is put in a really tough position where you're like, are we fully committing to this? I don't have much HP on myself, but you know what? Aatrox is low. JackeyLove, we could double team on him immediately. But JackeyLove nets the Q in between targets to get the kill on Kai'Sa.
Oh.
If Kai'Sa had remained alive, even for, let's say, another rotation of Q, if JackeyLove missed Q and, you know, would have waited a little bit longer, that's a cleanup for FPX.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to wonder to myself what JackeyLove could do more, because he's already got 4 kills and played that fight absolutely to a point of pristine. Level 11 on the Ezreal now as well. It's those Ezreal ultimates that just clean up the start of the fight, put the damage, put the fear of God in people. FPX put the fear of God in this Rift Herald, whatever kind of animal it is. Tentacle Squid getting hit down here, but spotted out by Baolan.
I don't know if they can pick this fight. FPX want the objective.
Coming over, does secure with the smite. He picks up, no, he hasn't picked up the Rift Herald just yet. He might be going back into it. Ning flashes away. The ultimate used by LWX. They find the jungler of IG. FPX now guarding this Rift Herald.
All right, who's going to take it? Wait, they're all leaving.
Gonna leave GimGoon to protect it.
IG can go for it. I know it's a trick. I know it's a ploy. But Ezreal, please go out and get it.
Oh,
I know you're going to risk your life, but do it.
Not going to touch it. They've just left it. In fact, the re-engage is going to come through from FPX with the unstoppable onslaught. JackeyLove, Arcane shifts over the wall, and Rookie's out of the play. Good scatter the weak to make sure it stops right there, and FPX burn an ultimate, but might have done enough to get pressure mid. Incredible
patience from JackeyLove. Waits until he gets near the wall, ends up going just right over it, and on top of that, gets a Q on a Tian, because Tian can't move up close for his Cataclysm.
Yep.
So just always putting them at an arm's length.
While this is going on, you look at the top side of the map, or rather the bottom, and the top lane is there. TheShy is 60 CS up. I know Aatrox is like decent against Sion, but man, this is insanity.
But before the last fight, I did want to make a mention that, like, GimGoon into TheShy. GimGoon's a wonderful top lane.
He is.
But into this matchup, into TheShy, he's going to find himself in a CS deficit, especially if he tries to deploy where he went straight through mid and tried to look for a pick on Rookie. If you're doing that, TheShy's going to stay in his lane. He's like, all right, I'm going to throw this right to the tower. I'm going to find a CS advantage. It's TheShy and Rookie that come out with such incredible CS differences and experience differences at 10 minutes because they focus so much on the laning phase, on the 1v1, and recognize that Ning will always have their back in counter gank situations. That FPX try so often to leave the lane, much like 2018 JDG, to help each other out. And if it never turns out well, if Doinb's bottom lane endeavors doesn't turn out well, or GimGoon going mid flops, then they come out farther and farther behind in their own lanes.
Yeah, that's right. At least some of these plays have come out towards their favor, meaning the gold lead is not that far ahead. Rather, you look at the top lane and you saw the gold difference there. It's really just sitting on TheShy at this point. And although Rookie's lane didn't come out as much as he wanted it to, but more props to Doinb. TheShy has got everything he wants. 2 items now picked up, a bounty on his head. They even picked up another dragon. There was an Infernal Leech and an Ocean Dragon. Triple Infernal game. How about that?
Well, at least FPX picked up the last one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be split. 2 Infernal Dragons is still pretty strong for both these squads. I would say Invictus Gaming will benefit the most with how many damage sources that they actually have. The jungle and top laner have a great amount of damage shared between them. And the only reason why Ning was able to steal the Rift Herald last time around is his Q damage is insane.
Yeah.
So for him, he's just going to be dishing out so much with how consistent he's going to be, especially champion hits, Conquerors stacking up. This guy is feeling lax.
Level 12. Look at the level discrepancy between Ning and Tian. Tian is trying to catch up at this point, and that's pretty rough as well. I mean, I talked about top lane CS. Let's take a shift to jungle.
Yeah.
It's happening there as well.
For Jarvan, you'll forgo Raptors and Krugs a little bit more, Krugs in particular. And Ning's not only been looking towards each and every one of his camps, been able to invade on Raptors, and just being able to net some CS in lane as well. So he's as far ahead because of that. That's lovely, isn't that?
Pretty wanting on the Kayn part. Pretty wanting to play Kayn if English came out right. That's it. It's still just 9.4 Conqueror Raz. I just thought.
Yeah.
That's going to be exciting.
Isn't that going to be great?
That's going to be so good. Thought Ning was playing Kayn now. Wait till we see 9.4 LPL. But still looking good here. And IG just poking their heads into the enemy jungle. You can see that FPX want to find the crush into the enemy composition, but right now struggling to get the flank.
So both these teams do fairly well into the Baron buff right now, so they can rush it if they get the opportunity. Right now Invictus Gaming has that for themselves, with TheShy pushing out so deeply into the bot side of the map.
Well, hang on.
That's pretty deep.
Coming up. We saw a scatter the week. That is Doinb.
Yep.
But is he going to be spotted out by a ward? The glacial path over the wall, rather.
Alright, he regrets his decision.
Yeah. That's rough, because that was a very good flank, but FPX just couldn't follow up.
It's very difficult. If it's that deep, then you're really banking on the fact that IG doesn't have the wards to catch you out. And you don't have wards in your own side of the jungle, too.
Yep.
So there's a lot that you're leaving to chance.
It's very true. Because they're using the teleport, because now they know where Doinb is. The glacial path doesn't take it. Scatter the Wake used. Turret getting threatened here from Invictus Gaming. A lot of poke again on this composition. On the mid and 80 character.
Still fairly early in the game, 22 minutes, so Muramana still getting work towards, but that's not going to shift the Colonel's decision. In fact, probably going to strengthen it, that IG is doing that well and they haven't reached the real item break point that JackeyLove's been looking for.
Yeah. It's definitely still not that cut and dry for this game, especially since FPX have ways to get themselves onto JackeyLove. Damage still eventually going down. True shot barrage. Yeah, okay. Never mind that. Still holding for this turret. We've got a mini ARAM this game.
Where are you going, son? Let's go.
Right to the mid lane while TheShy's pushing bottom lane turret. Remember that. Baolan comes in with the Cataclysm, just corners off GimGoon onto the side. LWX altered into the back line. 3-4-man scatter of the week. That is brutal for FPX. And Rookie just does it again. Baolan head first. Ning onto Doinb. Another scatter of the week. Syndra is a disgusting champion when you put her in the hands of Rookie. Don't do that, ladies and gentlemen. TheShy even joins to party with the big boys. And IG collapse, delete, and destroy FPX.
And just juxtapose that with Tian's Cataclysm and then GimGoon just ramming his head into it. The coordination wasn't there from FPX. I understood the concept and the idea behind it, but Invictus Gaming was more than ready to take the challenge.
You look at Ning at the end, he's just able to get in, get out, doesn't die. Pretty much can't die here as well. And that's so annoying. So many members of IG just fitting in like clockwork. They'll get the Baron as well. 10k gold lead rather.
This is the test that we wanted to see FPX run. Remember, in the next 4 series for FPX, it's only going to get harder from here. And so for them to lose out in the challenge early, they still have that never say die attitude. You even saw Kai'Sa coming in at a flank too. But take a look at this. Beautiful. And it gave the opportunity for Ning to just dive straight through the black line on top of Doinb. Like, he stopwatched, but you're going to be sticking right underneath him, so you're dead.
Super rough as well, because for GimGoon, he's just so far behind in levels too. So far behind in gold, has one item. He can't withstand that long into the fight. This is FPX. At a deficit we do not normally find them at. Tested against IG. They've got a chance to talk about the story here, but Invictus Gaming had a really rough start to the season when you consider the expectations. They should win every game. They should have an almost flawless split. They got tested by JDG, no doubt. FPX have been undefeated. Not in games, but in series. Game 1 here looking very good for Invictus Gaming to test that even further. Double Infernal now for IG. They have bottom lane open, which is on a tick. Mid lane's easy to break here with the Baron buff. And all Doinb can split pushes. Get turrets quick, get damage quick on those turrets, and return home. Or maybe.
Yeah, let's see if we can get something going here.
Maybe Crisp can start it out. Who's his target? Because JackeyLove's there waiting for the arcade shift. They go onto the Galio in the mid. They find a knockup. True Shot Barrage is there. LWX and Crisp. But GimGoon, the target, is TheShy, is coming in. Onto Doinb, onto Crisp. Lock him down. Too much damage there. Doinb gets taunted as well. A good attempt here from FPX. Too far behind to put a dent in the armor known as IG.
Every time FPX are trying to nail down JackeyLove, but always able to get out of there with the arcane shift.
And in match of the week, we have a result in game 1, it seems like. Invictus Gaming knocking on the doors of the Nexus. Tian has a last hope to get Baolan, but Ning is still on the front line here, ready to threaten LWX. First Nexus turret goes down, the second one coming forward as well, but JackeyLove is untouched with the hero's entrance coming in as well. Blinking health bars of IG. It won't matter as LWX tries to make himself the hero, but as he gets knocked up and sent into the oblivion, Invictus Gaming in true fierce form take down FPX in game 1.
Look how quick that was. Compare that to game 1 against Suning, and it's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Invictus Gaming right now are in World Championship form. They're going up against the best of the best, and they're able to nail them down with the greatest of ease. Now, I want to just nail down what FPX have to go through soon.
Yeah.
They have to go through RNG in week 7, TOP in the end of the week, EDG immediately after that. And then, of course, it gets a little easier with Sino, Dragons, and BLG. But that just goes to show you are undefeated. But you still have to take on the best teams here at the LPL to make that point.
That's right.
But you are undefeated for a reason.
And there's a reason that towards that 9th and 10th week, we're going to get very decisive spots in the LPL. FPX, their strength of schedule has been back and forth with teams like Suning before the Chinese New Year, but this is where the metal comes out. Raz, TheShy is a good top laner.
Oh yeah, he is.
Like, he's a really good top laner.
I didn't even want to hear it. As I was like saying LeBron James is a good player, I was like, yes, it's a conversation. It's a different conversation we're having. He is the best top laner in the world.
That's right.
And it's just insane that we're seeing our best top lanes go up against them, finding themselves in such an insane deficit and trying to reorganize themselves because, like, after game 1, if you're FPX, you're thinking more about the laning phase now.
True.
Because you got railed early on. Now, this is going to be game 2, I believe. Yes. So if we're just looking at this one objectively, and there's not going to be a Kindred whatever pick, that we're seeing, like, a Darius.
Yeah.
Look, for the people in the back, this looks great.
So
I just want to see the Darius in game 2.
Going to confirm that is TheShy, because I don't think we have any subs coming into game 2. We are jumping to it live, I believe, as well.